Hi, Daisy. She just loves rolling around in the snow. She really does. We're to enjoy our lives. Looking back over the years that I felt the worst, felt guilty, felt ashamed for not giving my children the life I quote-unquote thought they should have, which looking back, it was mainly about money. It was mainly about keeping up with the Joneses and the vacations and the stuff and the big house, and which they did not have growing up because my husband and I are more mature workers, and we had a lot of job layoffs and unemployment, underemployment. However, my children, now they're both grown, I have two beautiful young adult sons, have learned that money can separate friendships. For example, friends at school who were nasty and mean because we lived in a small apartment or drove older cars, or that we didn't afford the $8,000 per week spring break outing to Paris. Those are not friends. I've told my children, a friend it's not about the stuff, it's not about the standard of living, it's about your character, your friendship, who you are. So we always did our best. We would utilize resources such as the Goodwill and the food bank and back to school supplies from our local church. And all the years I felt so bad, I realize now that looking back at pictures, my children were quite happy. Now, this is the best part of all, they are not consumed with thoughts of stuff or buying stuff, or they want very little, in fact. My younger son is turning 20 and he only wants one thing on his birthday list, a jacket, and one thing is on his Christmas list, a Pokemon game. So my older son, Leif, is the same. They're not into consumerism, and they do not purchase things that they don't need. They do not purchase things that are expensive just to purchase them. So what I'm saying is we do the best we can. Very often we have exactly what we need. We just don't realize it because our focus is onto other people's lives and comparing ourselves to them and feeling like we have to have the same life as they do. That's not true. We are given the life that we are given. We're all beautiful and wonderfully made. And it is our attitude and the way that we manage difficult circumstances that make the difference. The other factor was, besides job layoffs, I had a number of major medical emergencies, major surgery at least once a year for 10 years. So Paul and I will probably be paying off those medical bills until we're 90. We do not own a house, but we do celebrate 24 years of marriage, and we're very much in love. Love is not about this stuff. It's about staying thick and thin through that dark tunnel, knowing that there's the end to the tunnel. Lord, I will not live in want today. I will continue seeing my life as sacred. I will continue forgiving. When I talk about forgiving, it's not an easy thing to do unless we just decide to do it. There are individuals that I still feel pangs of agony about. One individual last summer came up and spent considerable time with all of my other extended family and stonewalled and ignored me because of a misunderstood text. That gave me a lot of agony, but listen, that was her choice. We cannot choose for other people what they're going to do. We can only live the best life that we can. I want you to see Daisy. Daisy's sticking her nose in the snow. When we have a situation where I've had traumatic situations at work, several jobs where I've met really nasty, judgmental individuals who had a bad work ethic, but also a very nasty personality, and went out of their way to make me look bad. Whenever I recall those memories, I realize I've not quite forgiven that person because I feel shame and I feel agony to what happened. We must forgive. We must just get rid of that junk. Daisy, come on. I'm going to continue walking, and I'm going to continue teaching my friends that each day is different. Each week is different. So we are to embrace our lives and not compare. We do not compare because it just makes us feel bad what we think we should, quote unquote, have in our lives. And we're all beautifully and wonderfully made, so let's all get our exercise. The things we can control are what? Our attitude, how we eat. We can choose not to eat junk food. We can choose to forgive. We can choose to keep our mind off ourselves and onto our Creator. And we can choose to let all that guilt, shame, regret, and remorse go. It's gone. I will not live in want today. I will not criticize, curse, or condemn my life in thought, word, and deed. I will not be a slave to my expectations of others. I will live well because the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He is the living water. He is the bread of life. Just have a great day with me. I'm going to finish my exercise, Living Fit with Laura. Let's get our snow boots on, our hat, our mittens, and get our exercise to get and stay sane, stable, serene, and strong. I'm proud of you.